Right. Well, I am mic'd up, and I should be. The love of God, it's just like just a hair too close. How's my waveform looking?
I just
small,
deleted
fine.
my waveform because I was like, that's kind of private information. So
a very sensitive. I'm dealing with a very sensitive microphone. So hold on just a moment. Let's make sure that I'm trying to get that Colin Cowherd. Like the microphone weirdly looks so close to his face, and it's just not.
This whole episode.
So I spent a lot of time in the Pacific Northwest, and he is actually dangerously close to
just
Trumpiness.
A little bit. All right, we want to get this. Why am I hearing an echo now?
Oh no!
What? Maybe.
Why is it never easy?
I turned it up, my headphone volume. I think that's probably it.
Maybe. Can you hear me now? Check. Sibilance.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
All right. On 3, 2, 1.
Penis. Welcome back to the Pack Your Run podcast. AJ can't even contain himself right now. I am your host, Dan. I finally got my Tom Brady rookie card, Mayotte.
And I am AJ. I can't believe that I'm finally on vacation, La Gambina.
Ooh, vacation.
Yeah, I'm about to be off for about a week and a half, and I'm just ready to not be at the chalk factory. I'm ready to just take some time off and reset and rebuild and go just be not working.
Yeah. What do you got plans for? What are you gonna do?
I fly out at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow to go see my parents in Florida.
Gonna hit up some spring training games probably?
I believe that is very much on the table. I've never been to JetBlue Park, would really love to go to JetBlue Park. And yeah, I can't remember the last time that my dad and I went to go see a Sox game. I might have been in high school.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only reason to go down to Florida at this point. I mean, obviously the weather's nice, but spring training kind of makes everything better, you know?
Sorry, adjusting here. Mom and dad are doing the whole retirement thing. I mean, they want to do the snowbird thing. They're down there for this month to try and investigate and see what the area looks like and see how they feel. So the month of March is experimenting. And you know me, especially with my attitude towards relationships. Like, I love a good experiment, just trial and error. Let's go.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, come on, Florida, really?
No, for sure.
I
mean, how New England
South
could you
Boston
be?
Irish Catholic,
Like,
East Boston Italian Catholic. We knew it was coming. Like, it's just how it goes. I don't think that's the thing that's in the cards for me, which is probably why it feels so foreign, but like I don't even really want to retire. I'd like to find something that I can do until I drop. Like the idea of just sitting back and being like, I have nothing to do today for the last 15 years of my life. It doesn't seem right.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, there has to be a reason why I'm putting money into my retirement every week, you know?
I'm kind of looking at it as like another,
gotta at least do that.
Another option to like sick time or vacation time or something. Like it just ends up becoming like another well that you can kind of pull from to make sure your money's right. But I'd like to not be. We've talked about it on the podcast before. I like golf, but I don't like golf that much. I don't want to be out there 5 days a week.
I just want to buy a house, honestly. That's all I kind of want as of at this moment.
Do you really want to buy a house, or have you been told that you need to buy a house? I'm going to challenge you on this, like right off the bat. Think about it for a second.
Yeah.
The situation you're in right now, you have a landlord, you're paying rent.
Sure.
Now, imagine your fridge just dies on you, or your washing machine, your dishwasher, your whatever, just falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be able to send a text to your landlord and say, hey, this is done, I need a new washing machine, and wait a couple of days and have it replaced because that's part of the agreement? Or would you rather sit back and be like, oh, so now we have to cancel this vacation and we have to figure out this other thing, and like now I've got a budget for the fact that I've got to drop money on an appliance? I'm not mad at the idea of renting forever.
I mean, but that's being an adult anyways. Like, you have to sacrifice things for things you need.
Yeah, but I don't want to sacrifice essentials. I need a dishwasher. I need a washing machine. I need a refrigerator. And I don't think that the price is starting to get too high, but I don't think that the price is entirely too high to be able to just sit back and be like, hey, the refrigerator's broken, gonna need a new one, go do landlord things.
You could probably find a lightly used refrigerator for $200-$300. I mean, it doesn't have to break the bank.
But I don't want to be on like Facebook Marketplace searching for these things. I want to be able to text somebody and have it not be any out of pocket cost for me. Just go, hey, by the way, this appliance that's part of our agreement doesn't work. So what are we doing?
I mean, if you do it right, like, I mean, you could potentially cash flow a refrigerator if you think about it. There's possibilities for it. You know, or like you could do that. You could cash flow it. I mean, if you're like, there are ways around it. Like, there are ways to like play with the money. I'm sure there is. Like,
you're not wrong, but I just like, I'd rather play the game that I'm playing right now than make that leap to, oh, now it's all on me.
But I mean, I want to eventually own something. Like, I hate the fact that our generation will never actually own anything. We're just going to be renting and borrowing and like not owning anything after we can't pass down anything when we die.
Dude, this is going to be... Let's dig in. Fuck it. How closely do you follow Apple at all?
I mean, I have stock in it, but I don't like...
Smart man.
Not looking into it, but yeah, of course.
So
I'm not I'm not like looking into it daily. Like, I'm just like, oh, cool. They released something new. I don't need it. That's it.
So I record and edit this podcast on Logic Pro, which is an Apple product. And Apple has announced this thing called the Creator Studio, which is a similar thing to the Adobe suite of applications, right?
Sure.
But the Creator Studio is Apple's first big swing at monthly subscription-based applications. And I'm big mad at that idea.
Yeah.
Because I have a perpetual license for Logic, which you can't get with Pro Tools. You can't get, I mean, Reaper kind of, but that's where it ties in, is like, I want to own what I have. If I buy a movie on Amazon, I've spent that money, I would like to own that movie, but the terms and conditions say that if there's like an issue about the rights or whatever else, they can just pull that movie from my library with impunity. I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of there's been trends with young people now where more young people are purchasing vinyl. They're purchasing DVDs and Blu-rays. Like, they want a sense of ownership. And like,
when we first started this podcast, I think there was a joke within the first 4 or 5 episodes where we were like, people are buying CDs? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Dude, I buy CDs. Like I buy them for my car. Like, they're great.
And you own that media.
Yeah, I own it. And
nobody's reaching into your back pocket to take away those songs. You've got it on that CD. Good luck.
I can listen to it as many times as I want to with no added cost to me. I don't have to pay a subscription fee. I don't have to do anything. And like, that's partly why I want a house. I mean, yeah, like the cost of fixing things, that's just the cost of doing business. Like, it is what it is. I mean, sure, but like, you own it. You can paint it however you want it to. If you want to add an addition to it, you can. It's just going to cost you. Like, if you wanted to add a pool, or if it comes with no like fucking, like, you can do it as you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to do all those things necessarily. I just want like a simple house. That's all I want.
I want that ability, but I just don't feel like my knowledge and my standard of living at this point don't lead me towards that being quite the right thing yet.
Yeah, fair.
Like, I just want somebody, there's so many things where I would love to be able to just send that text and go, hey, you got to fix this.
No, that is, I mean, and also like my last landlords, we did that and they wouldn't fix it. So like in my mind, I'm like, I'm basically paying a mortgage anyways, like over $1,000. I mean, like, what's the point? If I'm spending all this money for you to fix all these things, and there are mortgages out there that are like $1,500, like, fuck it. But also, the flip side of that is it's not just $1,500. There's HOA fees potentially. There's fucking your water bill, electricity, heating, oil, like everything. So you're probably,
and that very much depends on where you end up.
Yeah, and house insurance too on top of that. Now, so it's that 1,500 is probably more like, depending where it is, I mean, that's probably like 2,000, 2,500.
You're bordering on that $3,000 mark.
Yeah, like at least.
I
understand what you're coming from.
Yeah, it depends on how deep into that particular game you get. I'm just super selfishly speaking, just not even bordering there. Like, it's so much nicer to be able to be like, my microwave went down. Hey, landlord, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
I'm still very, very much living comfortably in that reality.
Dude,
despite the fact that I totally agree with you that like the idea of actual ownership of something is something that I love and that I would like to fight for, especially in the media space.
Yeah.
But
like, absolutely.
As far as living spaces are concerned, I don't want to deal with any of this shit. Like,
yeah. I mean, what everything needs to come down to is these private equity firms need to stop buying up all the single family houses and hoarding them and using them for like Airbnb and like nothing else.
It was half the issue with Nashville before I left.
I mean, it's the issue. Like,
if I had wanted to move within Nashville, I never would have been able to, because anything that would have been like a little bit of an upgrade while still kind of keeping my price point reasonable, I would have been screwed. Mm-hmm. It would have more than doubled my rent.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have included the things that I wanted to include. So at what point do you sit back and go, well, this just isn't going to work?
No.
Well, welcome to the Pack You Run's version of somewhat politics.
Yeah.
Next stop, because we did not have a plan for this episode. We just wanted to make sure that we got one out.
That's true. And also, it's NFL free agency.
Oh, we're going to get there.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we got to see each other.
Yes, we did.
Unfortunate circumstances had to come up for a funeral for my aunt, which was kind of a lot, especially taking planes, trains, and automobiles all around to get there.
Yeah.
But I flew up and my buddy Dan picked me up and we got some time at the Silhouette in Alston. Shout out to them. Our new sponsor, the Silhouette in Alston. Get a hot dog and popcorn and a Gansett.
Yeah, nothing else.
You don't get a discount, but I'm treating you like a sponsor now after reposting pictures of us on Instagram. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah,
which was great.
It was very nice. Always a good time.
So we dealt with that. Got a friend of the podcast, Sean Harkins, and his wife, Lacey, were also major players in our little reunion episode that didn't become an episode because we were too busy trying to go and get ourselves drinks.
Yeah.
We could have set up microphones.
Yeah, dude, we very easily could have, but it is what it is.
It was just too much fun hanging out with all you guys. And so we got a little bit of time there. I came back down here and now I'm a week later heading back to Florida. So I'm spending the month of March with my parents, basically. Were there any other big updates Packy Run wise between our last episode and now? Or do we just dive into Patriots?
I think that's it. Yeah, we hung out. We went to the Sill. We went to the TAM downtown in the theater district. Great spot. That's pretty much it. When we
an unholy amount of Narragansetts were consumed.
Oh yes. When we dropped you off, we had dinner at Olive Garden afterwards.
Hell yeah! Did you go to the one at it used to be Exit 5, the one in Plymouth?
I think, yes.
Hell yeah, I used to work there.
And I shit you not, I haven't had Olive Garden in probably 20 years, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I think it's for the best that I didn't.
What'd you get?
You know, Justine was like, you have to get something Olive Garden. I was like, okay. And I was like, so I got spaghetti and meatballs. And she's like, that's not what you get at Olive Garden. I'm like, what do you mean that's not what you get?
I know that's the basic answer, but like it's as close as you're going to get to Italian fast food. You go with the chicken parm because you get that really nice crispy fried chicken cutlet, and then the sauce is okay. Obviously you get all the cheese that you could want, the breadsticks and everything else. For anybody listening, I have firsthand information about this. Olive Garden is all fresh made unless you order desserts. The reason why it's not great is because they have to make it consistently the same way all the time. So no, it's not your Nana's cooking.
No, of course not. And I wasn't expecting that, but...
And also stop putting sausage in your meatballs. I want 100% beef meatballs.
Ooh.
The sausage thing...
I'm going to disagree with you.
I've never been a big sausage guy, dude. Even breakfast sausage is like, this is tolerable because it's not that spicy. It doesn't have that much of the pork in it or whatever.
Breakfast sausage does not belong in meatballs. Plain and simple. But
100%.
I love a mixture. When I make meatballs at home, I do half pork, half beef. I think that's the perfect meatball blend. Some people do veal. I don't know about it. Like, I'm not Italian.
Never been a big veal guy,
but
it's okay. Like, yeah. It doesn't like.
I love sausage, dude.
Like a German sausage is offensive to me, which I know is a very hot take.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with sausage, and in my meatballs and my father's meatballs and my grandmother's meatballs before me, beef, just straight up beef. Just don't season it correctly and don't.
Man, you're missing out.
I don't.
Man, like,
dude. Pork is not.
I am
the
mother.
I had an ex that made smothered pork chops that were incredible with like cream of mushroom soup and everything else. There's a time and a place for pork.
Sure.
But like, stop fucking around with don't fuck around with my meatballs. It's so simple.
I disagree with you. And also, this is also coming from the guy who prefers a sausage, egg, and cheese over a bacon, egg, and cheese. So, and I know that is a hot take.
Boo this man. Anybody listening in the sound of my voice, boo.
Sausage, egg, and cheese on an English muffin. Oh man, that's the good shit right there.
So that Dunkin' meal deal must be really rough for you, huh?
What? With the croissant?
Down here in the DC area, it's bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, in Massachusetts, you can get it sausage, egg, and cheese.
Boo.
Oh, it's so good, so good.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think the best thing from Olive Garden I had was definitely the salad.
The salad.
Dude, the salad is solid salad.
Not even the breadsticks?
I mean, the breadsticks, they're all right. They are pretty good. I wish they were a little bit more like evenly coated.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Meatballs.
Man, when I worked there, I used to, as a busboy and a barback, I used to sit back and be like, no, I'm taking care of the breadsticks because I've got to taste test at least one.
Yeah.
Because I was, 18 and sprinting around this entire fucking restaurant trying to clean things and whatever else.
You have all the energy in the world and you have the best metabolism.
The 100% best metabolism that I'm ever going to have in my life. Like, yep, just feed me bread. All's good.
I will say this. I've never been a big pasta guy. Like, I don't understand people's obsession with pasta. To me, it's like, okay, but like some people are just like, pasta's the best thing ever. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, it's all right. Like, it's there.
Pasta is like rice or noodles for Asian people.
Yeah.
Like Asian cuisine. It's all about the accoutrement.
Yes.
Like if I get a really good fried rice dish or a really good lo mein, or a really good ramen, the thing that makes it really good is not the noodles. It's not the rice. It's everything else on the plate. And like pasta is very much the same way.
I will say this though.
Like I love a great pasta dish.
Yeah.
But like chicken Alfredo, just a simple sauce and meatballs that isn't made by my father or my grandmother. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like we, for a while, were eating like gluten-free pasta and then made the switch back to regular pasta. Huge difference. Regular pasta is actually really good. I was like, holy shit, this is like so good. There's something so like the gluten-free pasta is okay. Like it's manageable, but like regular pasta, holy shit.
Have you done the protein pasta?
Yes, I have.
Have you noticed that every quote unquote fast casual place in the world is doing high protein? It's a protein drink. It's a high protein little bowl at Chipotle or whatever.
Yeah.
Explain to me how this is not a psyop. How are they? Dude,
Dude, the next one is going to be fiber. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, the next thing they're going to do is being like the fiber bowl at Chipotle.
I mean, there is a thing of like overdoing protein and also like all those things with extra protein in it. I mean, you're consuming a lot of sodium as well, which is not good. That's not good for you. Like, I don't know. I've tried the protein drink from Dunkin'.
Have? Was it any good?
Yeah, I've tried it. It was fine. Like, it was passable. It tasted like milk in my coffee, which honestly, like at that point, just add milk into your coffee. Like, I've tried that. I've tried the Chipotle protein bowl with like 81 grams of protein or whatever
or were they
it was.
just shoveling their chicken into the bowl?
There was so much chicken in that bowl.
That was my thing. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, was when Chipotle was like, and now we have new protein bowls. And the commercial was them just putting chicken that they would put into a burrito into a bowl. And I was like, so...
I haven't had that one yet, but I'm curious by it.
If they brought back that honey chicken, Chipotle sponsor us.
Well, it's like what, like 20 grams of protein, 25 grams of protein for that little bowl just of chicken. It's like $4. Like, that's not a bad snack to have.
No, I don't.
Like,
I don't think it's a bad snack to have, but the fact that these multi-million dollar companies all at the same time, Starbucks, Dunkin', Chipotle, Kava, all of them, just turned around and were like, on our new, like the new slogan for anything they put out is like, and it's protein.
I mean,
all of a sudden,
I go to the grocery store every Monday and I shop at Stop and Shop, and I always buy like a carton of yogurt because I have like a smoothie in the morning or whatever. And I swear to God, like every single time I go to the yogurt aisle, there's like a new one with like more protein. It's like the protein race. Like yesterday I saw it was like per serving 30 grams in a yogurt. Like,
and I think you hit the nail on the head. I think that the next thing is going to be like, they're going to spend 6 months being like protein. And then they're all of these companies are going to turn around and be like, and the high fiber diet is now here. So you can get a high fiber, large ice regular from Dunkin'.
Yeah. I mean, like 10 years ago was like the keto diet. That was like the big thing. I mean, it goes in cycles. I mean, it was like the keto diet 10 years ago. Like, what was it? Like
they're trying so hard though.
There's diets, like, I mean, these come and go. These are going to be fads. It is just a fad. I mean, I'm no health expert. I mean, just have a balanced diet. You're probably not eating enough fiber.
And you're probably not eating enough protein.
Most Americans aren't. Yeah.
But I'm immediately like anti-protein when I see Dunkin' with like protein refreshers. Like, yo, I love Dunkin', but I'm not.
You've heard it here.
Nope. 100% no. I'm not playing this game.
You heard it here first. AJ is going vegan. He's anti-protein. No more protein for AJ. He's just going to be eating fucking vegetables and fruit.
Brother, I'm halfway there. If it were,
you're going to be that raw vegan.
I'm halfway there if it weren't for the fact that being vegan is basically the exact same thing as being like a devout Catholic. Like, this is
Yeah.
I'm not indulging in this cultish weirdo thing. It's not going to happen. I love an Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
I will play that game, but I'm not, what actual benefit would going vegan bring me outside of the fact that I would probably drop weight like a motherfucker? Like,
I mean, the only thing, I mean, the good thing about, so like if you eat a lot of protein, like high protein things, like you're not going to be hungry later on. Like that's the idea behind it. That's the big push. So you don't eat like extra crap. You're sustained and like you don't have to keep
from an
eating,
actual level. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But you're eating protein from a company like Dunkin' that revolves around, they want you to be a repeat customer. They want to keep you.
I mean, speaking of Dunkin', like RFK Jr. wants to ban like Dunkin' drinks as well. Like
he's got an issue with a couple of the chemicals that are in, I guess, the cream.
I mean, if you're drinking like 1,000 calories within a drink, I mean, as long as that's not your daily drink, go for it. It's a treat.
It's a treat. Or it's in some cases, a little bit of a coping mechanism for me. But it's not but your point still stands. It's not every day. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not walking off the metro and heading straight to Dunkin' and being like, I need my fucking large ice regular. I'm dying over here. No.
Yeah.
Once
a black coffee.
Once a week is probably my average. Probably less than that. But once a week I sit back and go, yeah, I'd really like an iced coffee. And if you order it right, especially in a city that's not Boston, I can get a decent, just large iced coffee. And, Dunkin' has its place. And I love Dunkin'. So,
yeah. Hey, if RFK Jr. hates what Dunkin' Donuts is doing, he really should investigate in Mary Lou's. Just saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like, that's where he should really go for.
You want to go for the kill shot for New England.
You got the wrong.
And also actually fix something. Yeah. Mary Lou's is the one.
Yeah. That is the one that, because like I'm a black coffee drinker at every place. That's what I get. Mary Lou's is, I mean, Dunkin' Donuts, I guess, is the exception occasionally. It depends how I'm feeling. In that case, it's usually like a little bit of cream and like blueberry flavor.
Maybe.
Fine, maybe. Mary Lou's is the only place you don't get a black coffee. If you get a black coffee, you will be disappointed.
Yeah,
My friends who don't know what Mary Lou's is, it is, you grew up with it.
There's one a mile down the roads from my parents.
All they have is, it's flavored coffee. It's sugary. It's delicious. They got like 100 different flavors, something like that. I have no idea. It's insane the amount of flavors that they have that they pump out.
You walk into a Mary Lou's and ask for a Girl Scout cookie coffee, and you're getting a very light tan colored drink that tastes remarkably like a Thin Mint. It's awesome. But Dan's point stands. That's if you're targeting coffee shops by name, there is no possible way that coffee shop should be allowed to have a cup of coffee that tastes like a cookie. Like, there has to be chemicals, there has to be something in there. And we all know, also, let's not play games. We all know, if you've ever had a Thin Mint, Girl Scouts of America, you're putting heroin into those fucking cookies, and we all know it. There's a reason why everybody loves it. Stop playing games. Admit, we have addicted the American populace to this mint Oreo weirdo chocolate cookie because we want you addicted.
Damn, all this from Olive Garden.
True.
Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the Patriots. So we signed some players. Right when free agency opened up, there was speculation that we are going to get. Actually, before we even do that, we should probably get into who's been cut and who's not on this team anymore. So Stephon Diggs released. That wasn't a big shocker there.
Not a total shock, but like I feel like they could have held on a little bit longer. I don't think that before the tampering period ended, they needed to make that announcement.
I mean, it was a cost-cutting move because we kept hearing rumors and things that Patriots are going to make moves. They're going to do something. And we'll hear about them soon. Garrett Bradbury was traded to the Bears. Our starting center, he was pretty good. He had a solid season this year.
Yep.
He didn't give up a single sack and didn't have a single penalty. He was pretty solid. But it sounded like now they want Jared Wilson to now take the reins as being center. Makes sense. Got a fifth back for him. Tigris Tonga to the Chiefs. That one kind of hurts. He was kind of a big role on this defensive line. He was dominating at certain points of this year. That one's tough. Austin Hooper's back with the Falcons. Darian Lowe is back with the 49ers now, so we need a backup left tackle now. And Giovanni Tavai was also cut. Free agency opened up on Monday. There was speculation that we were going to go hard for what's his face on the Colts, the wide receiver. No, not Adrian. Alec Pierce. We're going to go we're going to go hard for Alec Pierce. Literally 2 minutes later, 2 minutes into free agency, signed a deal with the Colts. So yeah, not oh well.
Whoops.
That one hurts. We got Draymond Jones and Reggie Gilliman, who's a fullback, and Draymond Jones is linebacker, defensive end. Draymond Jones is pretty good. He spent some time with the Titans and the Ravens last year. 29 years old. He was pretty good. Looks like we're looking to add a pass rusher, which we desperately needed. Hopefully we can end up also signing Kevion Chason as well, bringing him back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And Reggie Gilliman, apparently he's a really good fullback. I was watching some of the highlights, some of his highlights on Twitter, or X as it's now called.
Yeah.
He is going still Twitter. He played for the Buffalo Bills last year, and he was a big reason why they had an effective running game last year with Cooks in the backfield. So I'm stoked on that. That's going to be really good for Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson.
Yeah, that fullback signing just entirely.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that was the first signing. You just kind of sit back and you go, okay, this is going to be a smash mouth football team. We are determined that we are going to just run this ball into your fucking face the entire time.
It is an underrated move. I know some Patriots fans aren't stoked on it. You're going to be stoked. Trust me. It's a good move. It's really good. We got Elijah Vera Tucker. He's a pretty good offensive lineman when he is on the field. We got him from the Jets. So Jared Wilson is now going to slide more inside at center. Elijah's going to play guard, it looks like, and it's a good deal. I like it. I mean, it's not a direct. We were fine on the offensive line last year, but this kind of like solidifies it even more. So I'm all for that. It helps Drake May.
Yeah, a couple of protectors, a decent fullback that can probably slide up to running back. Like, he could be a sneaky offensive weapon. Yeah. The biggest thing is how much are we paying Christian Gonzalez and how much can we give him support around his role? Because we talked about it just after the Super Bowl. I'm still in the same boat right now. Back up the Brinks truck. Keep that fucking kid in a Patriots
Romeo
uniform.
Doubs, wide receiver from the Packers, who wears the Galaxy helmet. I've seen some great memes.
A weird... Dobbs is funny because I think he is objectively an upgrade from Diggs.
Yeah.
But I think it's a very small step up. Like, this is not... There was a lot of talk, including between the two of us, about Diggs becoming wide receiver number 1 in our receiver room. The Romeo Doubs pick tells me that either there might be another weird push for a receiver in free agency, like a weird dark horse, or they really, really believe in Kayshon Boutte and Kyle Williams, with Efton Chisholm coming in as like maybe more of a gadget player, like an early Edelman, Wes Welker kind of guy. I can see either of those things becoming true, but Romeo Doubs is a good get. He's a great get.
He's a good player,
but I don't think it's... I don't think it's that much of an improvement over Diggs.
True.
Who, by the way, I got to dap up.
Hell yeah.
As a Maryland guy, I got to meet him.
Yeah, Romeo Doubs is really okay. Cool. He is now. He's a solid number 3. He's a solid number 3. They need, honestly, what they really need. They need another option at tight end. I mean, Austin Hooper's gone. Hunter Henry, he's 31, 32 years old. I mean, they need a big weapon somewhere. I mean, are they just expecting that Kayshon Boutte is going to step up, take that next leap next year? I'm not sure about that. Are they expecting more from Kyle Williams? You need. My
early prediction is exactly that. I think they're looking at Boutte and I think they're looking at Williams and going, you guys got it. But now you got to prove your worth, because I don't think either of them, it's going to be 2 years before we have Boutte contract talks about either of them.
Next year, I want to say. I don't know if, realistically, I don't know if either of them are players that you would have like 150 targets in a year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see Drake May trying to throw them the ball 150 times in a year. I might be wrong. But
this depends entirely on training camp. And I know you're saying the same thing, if training camp goes really well for Kayshon Boutte, I would love to see Kyle Williams too, but especially Kayshon Boutte. If training camp goes really well for Boutte, I would not be surprised.
Oh yeah,
to see him as like wide receiver number 2. With the way this team is built right now, if he comes out the gate flying, if he learned the lessons that he was supposed to learn this season, 100% he could be a wide receiver number 2. But he's got to prove
I would love another tight end in there. Honestly, that's kind of what I would.
Oh, that's our biggest weakness right now on offense, is if Austin Hooper is gone, Hunter Henry is going to be perfectly productive the way that he has been. He's a decent blocker. He's not anywhere near Gronk, but he's fulfilling the same role. But like we have to get another guy that can
our system.
set.
And when it comes to fantasy, we always joke about this player. Like this is like this year's guy. This is the year that he's going to make that next step or that next leap. But Kyle Pitts to the Patriots, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think he could be. He's young enough that he can turn it around.
I'm just not sure. In a Josh McDaniels
the thing
system,
is, no one is going to ever be as good as Gronk. Like Gronk, I mean, not only did Gronk could outpace you and could moss you, like catching the ball, but that dude could block his ass off. Like Gronk could block his fucking ass off.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts can't block for shit. Sure. I mean, he's more of a wide receiver.
Not unless he puts another 50, 60 pounds on his body.
Like an option. I'm open to it. I mean, think about all the wide receiver. I mean, he is available now. I mean, think about it. Like,
if he becomes available,
throwing him the ball in Atlanta. He had Desmond Ridder. He had Kirk Cousins. Fucking Michael Penix. Maybe Drake May can unlock something.
Okay. Imagine Drake May taking his first steps into his prime.
I mean, but also,
and having Kyle.
Who knows?
Okay, I'm seeing the vision.
And this happened today.
We never do.
It looked like, what was it, 4 hours ago? Kevin Byard he most recently played for the Bears, safety, and also played for the Titans. So that Vrabel connection. Vrabel is just getting all his guys.
Which I think is like... It's become a little bit like not a full meme, but it's become a little bit of a meme since he took over the Patriots. Is the number of guys from other teams he's worked for that he's been gunning for.
Are we becoming
I'm
the
hesitant
Tennessee Patriots?
About that becoming a narrative.
The New England Titans.
I want to avoid that as best as possible. I don't want to become the New England Flaming Thumbtacks, but I would argue, as many people in Tennessee agreed with me, the only reason that Tennessee had any modicum of success was because Mike Vrabel was, when he was in control, when he had the ability to build a winning culture, he built a winning culture with scraps. So if that's the kind of guy that's your head coach, and then you go to a big market team, a team that has a front office that is dedicated to, hey, being able to generate money is real nice, but what we really want to do is win because we make more money when we win. Tennessee Flaming Thumb or the New England Flaming Thumbtacks is a funny thing to say, but also, no, you just managed to poach the right guy at the right time. Like, I think Mike Vrabel's the guy. We made it to a Super Bowl when we weren't even supposed to, like, we were gonna have a nice little like peck on the cheek with the playoffs this year, and we went to the Super Bowl. So I think we got a guy here. We just have to trust.
We weren't going to spend the kind of money that we did last offseason. That was never going to happen. To all the people that are like, why aren't the Patriots doing anything? It's because, I mean, they have the money, but also, I mean, they are spending the money, but you also have to consider they have to pay Christian Gonzalez. They have to pay Christian Gonzalez this offseason, which
they have to pay. I mean, Christian Gonzalez.
That, and his deal is going to break the market. It's going to be the biggest deal. I mean, Trent McDuffie just signed a huge deal. So let me pull up. I mean, he just signed an extension for 4 years, $124 million. So, I mean, Christian Gonzalez is probably going to get 4 years, $130, probably. Yeah. Like, it's probably going to be more. And then you got to eventually pay Drake May.
We have another year to figure that out, though, right?
We do have another year, but I mean, the way that contracts are going, I mean, he's probably going to make more than 60 a year.
Drake, I'm less worried about as long as we keep as much of the coaching staff and front office as possible. Like we saw what happened with bringing in Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel, and I'm sure a bunch of the rest of the coaching staff that I don't know and can't speak intelligently about. Drake seems like the kind of guy that would take a pay cut to make sure that he can get surrounded. He seems like that kind of, for lack of a better term, and I'm sorry because I know that everybody that listens to this accuses us of being homers.
Sure.
He seems like that Brady type. Like Drake will make sure that there's money so that he can be surrounded by good talent. My biggest concerns are who is he throwing to and who is locking down the defense. So piss money away.
Yeah, these drafts are going to be important. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say this. Drake May has no reason to take a hometown discount. No reason to. Like, take the money. Like, demand the biggest contract. Like, I mean, obviously, like it would be nice if everyone was like, "Oh, I'll take a hometown discount just to stay." But like
he has every right. He has every right to do that. And if you want to be, a superstar, if you want to be, just make money hand over fist and be able to play football to middling success, I would argue, go ahead and do that. But if you are thinking that you could be a cornerstone of another dynasty, who the fuck needs $4 million? Not liquid, solid assets in their bank account. Who needs that much money? You've got your girl, you've got a team, you've got a coach, you've got brother.
You're right, but who's to say that he breaks his leg and can never play again? I mean, that level, he's never going to make that amount of money again in his life.
At least it took 4 Super Bowls before Mahomes did that shit.
Well, and I mean, I'm pro player. I want players to get their money. 100%. I mean, I look at free agency as like, it's not them demanding the money. Like like Tyler Linderbaum, for example, the center that the Raiders just picked up. That is the biggest fucking contract for a center ever. Like the one before that was like Creed Humphrey, who he gets paid like annually like $13 million. Tyler Linderbaum is getting paid $30 million a year. I mean, You wouldn't turn down that money. You'd be a fool to. No,
I wouldn't turn it.
Everyone.
$30 million. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know. We're also thinking about stuff years down the line. We'll have to think about what's going on now. So far with this free agency haul, I'd like to see more help on. I mean, obviously you need a big time wide receiver. Whether you trade out for AJ Brown, which sounds like that's going to maybe happen. Allegedly.
I want to see that. I want to see that on a team-friendly deal. I do not want to pay. I do not want to pay that through the nose. I want the kind of guy that's coming in and going, I want to play for Mike Vrabel. Because AJ Brown, Romeo Dobbs, Kayshon Boutte sounds really good, but AJ Brown,
we would have to trade something. We would have to trade something to get AJ Brown.
But if we had AJ Brown, Romeo Dobbs, or Kayshon Boutte, and we didn't, what would we need draft-wise besides some depth at O-line?
Yeah.
And as we've discussed, making sure Christian Gonzalez just stays a Patriot forever. What other money or draft capital would we have to spend? Not a lot.
Yeah.
So if we can,
I'm trying to think.
I'm not saying a sweetheart deal, but I am saying kind of a sweetheart deal.
I wouldn't give, the Eagles are looking to get a first round pick for AJ Brown.
No.
I don't think that's happening.
I'll give you a second and destroy the contract that you have with him.
We would have to take that money regardless, or have Philly take the cap hit, which I don't think they can. They don't have any cap space.
Sounds like a Philly problem.
Don't have cap room. Yeah, probably give up a third round pick, call it a day.
I'd be okay with it.
Third round pick, I'm okay with.
To lock down an offense there's like that.
Yeah. There's still some needs on this team, though. I think linebacker. Jack Gibbons looks like he might not be coming back. He has been non-tendered. The linebacker core is pretty weak as it is. There's Robert Spillane right now, and I'm not sure who else is on there. I think corner at this very moment is fine, although you could use an extra piece or two. Safety, Kevin Byard is considered an upgrade over Jalen Hawkins. Morgan Moses is not getting any younger. He's 33, 34 years old. You want to either draft his replacement or sign somebody young to replace him eventually. Yeah. Tight end is a big need for this team. There's one currently, there's two technically signed, but Hunter Henry and Wessinger, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Hunter Henry is not getting any younger. The team's in a weird spot, but it's interesting. And we could use a big upgrade at edge rusher, honestly. If we get a big edge rusher, that will help everything else. That'll help the secondary. That'll help everything. Speaking of that, dude, Max Crosby.
Oh, the back and forth.
And forth. So he was traded.
Let me go to the bathroom and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, sure.
All right, I'm back.
So Max Crosby, he was originally traded. He was traded on Friday night from the Raiders to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks. And when I heard it, I was like, oh man, that sucks. I thought we were going to go for him. And dude, honestly, fuck Brady. I don't know what the fuck his deal is lately. Him being I'm not trading him to New England.
I don't think it's hard to figure out.
Anyways,
he works for another team. He wants his team to win, and he doesn't want to give up. Yeah. Even 7 years into their career, Max Crosby is a superstar. What do you want?
Yeah, he is. Traded to the Ravens and bummed, whatever. I wanted to give up a second round pick and get him. And then Brady was like, I was going to trade him to New England. No chance in hell. I'm like, all right, dude, we get it. You want to distance yourself from here. It's cool. Whatever. Then last night, allegedly, Max Crosby failed his physical and it's off. Allegedly, and it's off. And
bring him up here.
Well, apparently they don't, according to reporting, they will not get off that asking price.
Which is an 2 first-round picks thing or nothing for him.
They're not getting.
No, let them sit. They're not realize they have to lower the asking price. And the Ravens are 100% in win now mode.
They're not getting that.
They have to get what they can out of Lamar, and if they don't, they are screwed. And so, getting a Max Crosby, getting keep wanting to say Hunter Henry, Derrick Henry. Like, they are trying to win now. And that makes sense that they would pay a ridiculous asking price. But if they can't afford it, or if he's kind of injured and it's going to take a couple of games for him to get in there, then it makes sense that the Ravens sit back and go, well, he failed his physical and you're either going to lower the asking price or we're just out of this sweepstakes entirely.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Patriots have the money, they have the time, they can afford to sit back and go, let's see if he becomes available, if we're going to lower the asking price, if we can figure out what's going on. Maybe we want to bring him onto the team. I think we're playing a chess match.
We can't get both. I don't think we're going to get Max Crosby. If we are going to get either Max Crosby or AJ Brown, it has to be one or the other. We cannot get both. No way. It's not Madden.
Yeah. It could be. But I agree. It's not.
I mean, the Ravens, you're right. They have to be in win now mode. I mean, the Chiefs are not going to be good this year. Patrick Mahomes is not going to be back, or if he is back, he's not going to be back until October, November, and that roster does not look good right now. I hate to break it to anybody who's a Chiefs fan.
But they got Travis Kelce. How could we not be excited?
Oh, and Donna Kelce and her fucking home reservation.
Jesus. I love the Kelce brothers, but the Travis Kelce saga this offseason is just retire and go fucking be with your billionaire girlfriend. What are you doing?
Fiance,
wife, girlfriend, who cares? Go be with her and enough.
But like, Chiefs are projected to not be good this year. I mean, the Bills, I don't know, man. They can't really make any big upgrades this year because they have zero cap space. They've spent all the money. They're over the cap. I mean, we're going to have a tougher schedule next year for sure. I mean, hands down, we're going to have a very tough schedule. I mean, Ravens might have a chance they have to go all in. Max Crosby was that all in push. Man, I don't know what his injury is. I mean, that's insane that they kind of canceled that trade.
Yeah.
Raiders are not going to get 2 first-round picks again for him. Like, that sucks for them, especially since they're rebuilding. They don't have a chance. Like, also, they just signed all those players, and with the New Year League today, all those players' contracts go into effect, and Max Crosby is still on the books. They made that move to save cap space, assuming that he wouldn't be back. It's a weird situation.
The chaos is going to continue.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I have a flight at the ass crack of dawn. We've been going at this for almost an hour and a half. What else do we have to share? Have you been listening to anything? Are you...
New Basement. Listen to it.
New Basement is a great call out. Yeah.
2 New Basement songs. Check them out.
In 8 years?
Yeah, I think so. Just about.
New Basement songs are great. The weather is getting warmer here in Virginia, which means I'm listening to a lot of pop punk, which means a lot of A Loss for Words and The Story So Far and No Pressure. And weirdly enough, a lot of Wonder Years.
Hell yeah.
So go listen to some pop punk and enjoy the sun. I'm going to enjoy the sun as I get down to Florida tomorrow.
True.
Wearing Thin by No Pressure. It's simplistic. It's just this side of hardcore when it comes to pop punk, because No Pressure is basically the same thing as The Story So Far. Parker Cannon writes some pretty good songs. So that's my one. Listen to it, enjoy it. If you made it this far, thank you for hanging out with us. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got.
Yeah, that's all I got. Check us out on social media, packierunpod on Instagram and Twitter or X, and follow us on Instagram. I am Mandayot. He is AJ's not home. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. I might try and bring a microphone. I can probably bring my recording rig with me to Florida. I'm going to make that decision tonight.
Hell yeah.
We might be able to get another one in this month or in this next week and a half.
For sure.
If not, we'll talk to you guys when I'm back from Florida and I look like an actual Italian.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.